What up, what up, what up, y'all? Thank y'all for coming back to another episode of the Circle Podcast with your co-host E, my brother L. How you doing, brother?
What's going on? I'm decent, man. How you?
Chilling, 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 man. You know what I'm saying? Got off of work not too long ago, man. So I just been relaxing for the most part. Got a chance to watch Sinners again. So,
Yeah,
um, and it still holds up as a beautiful movie, man. Holds up as a beautiful movie, man. And I definitely hope it was nominated for like 16 Oscars. I hope Delroy Lindo take one of those home.
yeah.
Also, I hope it takes the best picture. Also, hope I forgot the lady name, but the lady that was deep into hoodoo practice,
And the one that
and
played Annie.
she. It's hard to say who needs to take something home because I feel like everybody did their thing.
Yeah,
Um, Yeah, and I also listened to the Auditorium by Pete Rock and Common again, man. It got better. It got
yeah,
better, bro. It got
yeah.
better. Now I'm not even gonna say what it is or not. I'm just saying it got better. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there.
That was my number one for 2024.
Well deserved, man. Well deserved, man. But yeah, enough of the small talk, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Today episode, we're gonna go over a few topics that recently, was put out there, and it's all involving hip hop in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? Might as well touch on it while we can. First up, as y'all seen yesterday, we had an award show, the Grammys. It pretty much was an all-day thing this time. I don't think they did this before, but this time they had the premiere ceremony where they gave like some of the awards out in the beginning before they got to the, I guess, main ceremony, which was beautiful because you usually see like, oh, this person won a Grammy earlier on in the night, but you don't see none of it or whatever. So I love how they did it this time, where you got to see the full award show and ceremony. So, what were your thoughts about it, man?
Now, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed. I watched it from the beginning to the end. I watched the
Mm-hmm.
premiere ceremony, and then which give out the bulk of the awards, and then after that, the ceremony in the evening have a lot more performances and some of the big awards. I watched
Yeah.
every last one of them, man, and the show as a whole, I enjoyed it. A lot of the performances I enjoyed, and some of the winners, I was happy to see, like, FKA Twigs. I was
I
happy
didn't
for her
see
to
him.
get that. I was happy because
Okay.
I really enjoyed that album. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Duran Bernard, I was happy to see him get that. Uh,
His album was dope too. I don't know if you heard it, but
yeah,
he cold,
absolutely,
man. He cold.
absolutely. He
He
is
cold. And he
really
deserved them
talented.
flowers, man. Yeah. And
Uh,
he had the best speech of the night to me, man. He had the
yeah,
best speech of the whole ceremony. He a
he a
fool.
character, man. He's a character.
Yeah, man.
And I might be in a minority with this, but I was happy that Bad Bunny won too, because I thought that his album, for me, like, first time listening to Bad Bunny last year at the top of the year, I played it. I loved it. I went back to it throughout the entire year. I felt like that was the right choice. Performances, man. I like the tribute to I like the tribute they did for with the one with Post Malone and the rock and roll. That was cold. Um, Lauryn Hill, Bilal, that whole conglomerate of powerhouses. I thought that was dope. Tyler the Creator performance was fire. That was fire. Uh,
Nomadic.
yeah. Olivia Dean, I really enjoyed her performance. Uh, and it was a young man named Sombers. I never heard none of his music, but he had on like a sequin suit, a white boy. Uh, but I enjoyed his performance and the song. So just all in all, man, it was dope to me. I even enjoyed Reba McEntire performance. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah. She was a part of the tribute, that I believe.
well,
Wasn't
yeah,
it?
I think no, she had like a solo performance, I think.
Nah, it was all tribute, I believe,
It was
bro.
all
It was all
connected?
tribute. Cause it was
Okay.
Hub, then it went into War Pigs with Post Malone and Slash and them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all of that was cold.
yeah,
I
yeah, 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 yeah. Now, when it got to D'Angelo, it started off a little slow for me, but it picked up. It picked up.
yeah,
Bilal, when I seen Bilal, I'm like, oh, he about to kill this. He about
yeah,
to kill this. I
yeah,
knew it. I'm like, and finally, even if it's in this capacity, finally, I can't recall if he ever touched the Grammy stage. But man, bro, he seized the moment for me. October London did this thing. Lauryn Hill, obviously. Wyclef came out and they performed they uh rendition of Killing Me Softly. Dog, I'm like, oh, this is live right here. This is cold.
yeah.
Um, Early on in the day, I ended up downloading their album, man, and I've been wanting to get into this genre for a little bit, but I believe their name is Spirit Box or something like that. The metal
Yeah.
band,
It was dope.
they was cold, man. And I downloaded the blues album, two blues album, the dude that won, and then the nominee, Avenue something, I can't recall. But you know what I mean? I downloaded so this did bear some fruit for me because I ended up downloading some of the artists. I felt like it was a good award show, man. I felt like it was a good award show. I can't front on it. I felt like it was a good award show. Clips won a Grammy for Chains and Whips. You know what I'm saying? Finally they got a Grammy, man. Um Creator was cold and his whole I don't know if the beginning part was already pre-recorded or not. I'm thinking it was, but I love how he had Regina King out there playing a part in it, man. It was dope, man. It was dope. Tyler the Creator, man, he's a hell of an artist, man. When you
Yeah,
mention some of the hip hop greatest artists, like this artist, I lyrical, none of that artist, he has to be somewhere up there, man. He has to be somewhere up there.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
man. And Lefty ended up winning the Grammy for TV Off. So salute to him. And they also had hip hop or rap album of the year. And I believe that Glorilla was nominated, JID or J was nominated, Clips was nominated, Kendrick was nominated, and somebody else I'm missing was nominated. Oh, Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia was nominated. And the winner goes to Kendrick Lamar. How do you feel?
I called it, man. I mean, I'm not surprised, bro. From the moment that they put out the nominations, I figured he would win that, even though I didn't think that that album was the right pick. I felt like he would win it anyway. I did have a little bit of hope that the Clips would win, but for the most part, we talked about it before on one of our previous shows, and we talked about it through text and in private, man. I felt like it was definitely going to Kendrick, and it went to Kendrick. But I don't think he should have won. How you
Yeah.
feel about it?
Salute to Kendrick, man. Like I say, hell of an artist, MC, and all that. I just felt like this time, in my humble opinion, I felt like Clips should have took that, man. I felt like Clips should have took that. I felt like out of all those albums, to me, Clips had the best album. And they had a nice performance too with
Yeah,
So Far Ahead. I thought they would have did Birds Don't Sing.
yeah, too.
That would have been killer. But they did So Far Ahead, which was still a nice performance, man. Salute to them. Oh, go ahead.
I'm actually glad they didn't do Birds Don't Sing. I feel like they have been performing at a lot on big stages, at the Vatican and a few other spots. So I was hoping they would do something different from the album. I just didn't know that they were gonna do that song. So it was a pleasant surprise. I enjoyed the performance.
You think they probably would have fared better with Chains and Whips?
Nah, I mean
With
that
Kendrick
might
coming out on stage?
that might have been a fan favorite, but I wanted them to do something with just them. And since you brought up Chains and Whips again, I want to ask you, man, do you feel like there's an asterisk next to that Grammy for the Clips? The song is amazing. Don't get me wrong. We love the song. Uh, Kendrick's verses, dope. You know, his feature is dope. But had Kendrick not been on that song, do you think that they would have won the Grammy for it?
You know what? I don't know, man. And we can't, know what I mean, go back in the past and, know what I mean, remove him from that uh song to see. But you know what? I don't even want to put an asterisk by it, man. A dope song, a great song is a great song. And that right there is a beautiful song, bro. I told you over text, Chains and Whips, the best beat of last year. I listened to it again, bro. The energy behind that is second
Yeah.
to none, bro.
Personally think it's an asterisk, E. The the nominations for that category, best rap performance, it was Cardi B, Outside, Clips featuring Kendrick Lamar, Chains and Whips, Doechii, Anxiety,
Mm.
Kendrick Kendrick Lamar, TV Off, featuring Lefty Gunplay, and Tyler the Creator, Darling I, featuring Tizo Touchdown. I feel like if Kendrick was not featured on Chains and Whips, the award more than likely would have probably went to Kendrick for TV Off.
TV Office, it would have it deserved an award too, man. It was a cold song, bro. It's a cold song. I'm not gonna sit up here in the front of none of that. Like I say, and we're not going against Kendrick for those out there watching or who may see this. We're not going against Kendrick. We just giving our honest take, unbiased, objective view of it. And I don't want to take put an asterisk by it, man. Lenny Kravitz, he getting the Grammy, I believe, because he played guitar on that song.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
man.
everybody involved in to get a Grammy. I
Yeah.
just
So,
I just feel like in my heart of heart that they gave it to Clips because in the same breath they was able to give Kendrick the award too. That's how I
now,
feel, man.
now, some people out there are saying like Kendrick is a Grammy darling at the moment,
You
and I
disagree?
guess I'm not gonna do that. For one, for two reasons, I'm not gonna do that, man. Although I don't know, like it may be something behind it, but I'm not gonna do it simply because one, he's a black man. One, he's a black man, and two, he's a hell of an artist, bro. Like when it all boils down to it, you can't say it's not well deserved. I feel like Kendrick put in that work to get uh the fruits of his labor returned to him. So I can't say that about it. Is he a Grammy darling? Maybe, maybe. But we're not gonna sit up here in front like the stuff he's been putting out doesn't deserve any type of recognition. I believe last Grammy he won like five. Now, 5 Grammys for Not Like Us is a little insane. It's a little insane. I'm not gonna sit there in front to you. And the way that people was acting in the audience, okay, we talked about that, so no need to, you know what I mean, dig that up again. And with this year, well, he won for TV Off, he won one for Luther, he won best rap album, and he won another one for Luther. I don't know which one it was,
Yeah, I think he
but
won 2 for Luther.
yeah, Luther is cold though, man. Luther is cold to me though, man. So, and
I don't really
it
care for Luther.
it was the song when Luther hit, bro.
Yeah,
People love that shit, bro. People love that damn
I
song.
didn't. I
Rightfully
didn't.
so. You a
I
hater.
didn't.
You
I
a
did. I'm not
hater.
a hater. I'm not a hater. I just didn't like the song, man. I like 30 for 30 a lot more. I've said that
30
for
for
over
30
years,
cold.
man.
30 for
I
30
mean,
cold.
I love when Kendrick and SZA connect, but I just wasn't crazy about Luther. Luther wasn't a bad song. I just wasn't crazy about it. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't a bad song though, but it wasn't. I don't even think it was one of the best songs on that album, and I wasn't crazy about the album.
Now,
It is what it is.
do you think Kendrick and SZA need to do an album together?
Nah,
Sort
they
of like
don't
how
need.
sort of like how Beyonce and Jay did?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, it would do numbers. You know what I'm saying? It definitely would break the internet, man. But I kind of like the one-offs here and there, the singles, the
Okay
features.
then.
Yeah.
Side note, um, that Jay-Z and Beyonce album is still phenomenal, man. I love that album. I love that album, man. But you know what I'm saying? Not to get too much off topic, man. But yeah, yeah. But dope ceremony from the Grammys, man. Very dope ceremony. Yeah.
I
Go
just
ahead.
I want to say something, man. Like even though I kind of figured Kendrick would win the majority of the rap categories, and I didn't agree with it. I realized, man, like I'm just one person, and it's millions and billions of other people. And you know, these artists put their music out to the world. If a few people don't like it or a few people love it, it can go either way. And even further than that, when it comes to these ceremonies and these different awards, it's a small circle of people that have say so, that vote. You know, I ain't voting. You know, majority of people, we not voting. It's a circle of people in the industry connected to the music industry that typically do the voting. And I do believe that there are other factors involved, you know, politics, economics, image, different things that's at play behind the scenes, different things that's at play in the future. But I feel like the Grammys, they get it right sometimes, or they get some things right sometimes. But a lot of times I feel that they missed the mark with hip hop.
Yeah.
And that's not to take nothing away from Kendrick, because I do love Kendrick as an artist. I enjoy most of his albums. I'm just not crazy about GNX. But I feel like they got that wrong. But that's just my opinion. So
Yeah.
be it. So be it.
Grammys. I like it. I like it. But the Grammys is not meant for hip hop artists or the
It's
culture in
everything.
general, man.
It's supposed to be
But even
everything.
then, like before then, it's like in the early stages, we were fighting, like hip hop was fighting to get nominated or recognized at such a prestigious award show, bro. So it's
Yeah.
like it's still some catching up to do, and it's still, I don't want to say in the beginning stages, but still got a few ways, a little ways to go before you get that full recognition like other genres for the Grammys, man. So
I will give them credit. They have gotten better with the nominations.
yeah,
They
yeah.
have gotten better over the years with who they nominate, but they still frequently miss the mark when it comes to what I think is the winner. So, but maybe they'll work on it, man. Side note, side note, another artist that I was kind of rooting for to win the R&B album of the year. I think I was rooting for Leon Thomas, but Olivia Dean won. No, I take that back. Olivia Dean won Best New R&B Artist, I believe. And I was thinking like, man, Leon Thomas should get that. But I listened to that Olivia Dean album, Flames.
I'm gonna have to listen to it, man.
Flames. And I've been hearing about it for the longest, man. Everybody talking about it. My wife love it. I keep hearing about it. But I hadn't listened until today. I said, let me press play. Immediate, bro. That album is fire.
Lauren, my wife, she big it up a lot too, man. So I'm definitely gonna check it out because she loves Olivia Dean, man. So definitely gonna check it out to see what the hype is about. I'm also gonna listen to that metal album, Spirit Box, too, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting journey, but I'm gonna do it, man. Because like I say, I like their performance. I like the song and all that. So, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, before the Grammys, which was Sunday, we had the return of Versus with the producers. That w that was on, was that Friday night or Saturday?
Yes, sir. Friday.
Friday night. You had Mike Will made it from Atlanta
Yep.
versus HitBoy from California.
Mm-hmm.
HitBoy got his ass whipped. And I love HitBoy, man. I love Mike Will as well.
Yo.
But man, Mike Will told HitBoy up, man. And I want to know how you felt about it.
I didn't get a chance to see the whole verses.
Oh,
I seen a good part of it though. I seen a good part, so I will give my opinion. Hit Boy, he got some joints, bro. But Mike Will made it just got that fucking knock, bro. Like he got that knock in his sound where it's just undeniable, bro. Like every time I thought, okay, Hit Boy, he coming out swinging. Like he got some joints. And he even tried to cheat a little bit by playing 2 or 3 songs back to back. I'm like, Hit Boy, you're doing a little too much. You're doing a
he
little too
did that a
much.
few times. He did it.
And Mike Will just playing one song. All right, beat this. And it's like smack up against the head. I'm like, fuck. It's just dope to see like producers being celebrated. You know what I mean? I don't even look at verses as a competition like that.
Yeah,
It's more just I always looked at it as a celebration of the artist and the work they put in and their music, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? In that sense, they both won. Now, if you're looking at it as far as a competitive standpoint, Mike Will made it. He let it be known, like, yo, don't forget I did all this. He brung out Ray. He started playing Ray Strimman joints. People that may have forgotten about them because they haven't released anything or have been talked about in a few years, I believe.
yeah.
So it was good that what I mean he played some of their joints just to remind folks, man. So I I like the verses. I like the verses, man. I like the verses. Not the best verses, but it was a good verses though. I liked it.
Yeah, I think and you more into battle rap. So I've heard people say, dang, what do they say about the matchups? Like styles make matchups or make good fights.
Style Clash, yeah.
Yeah, so Hit Boy got an incredible discography. Um, he's done a lot of good stuff, man. I just don't feel like it matched well going up against Mike Will made it. In that, especially in that environment. Environments make a big difference too. I know
That
with
too.
battle rap, yeah, I know in battle rap they got small rooms versus the bigger
Big room.
platform. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I feel like in that room it was more of a festive, clubby type of environment, and Mike Will songs that he was playing like perfectly matched the energy in there. I feel like Hit Boys a lot of them missed, but he has incredible records. He has really good records. He only played, to my knowledge, one song from his Nas run, but
Yeah.
had he played other stuff, it probably wouldn't have meshed well with the environment. So it was good just to see, some hip hop, to see the verses. But man, I wish it was a little more competitive. I wish Hit Boy would have been able to like pull out maybe some more of his bigger records to combat what Mike Will was doing. Um, I think the better matchup would have been Mike Will and Metro Boomin.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
That
It
would have
would have
been
been
fire.
interesting. And I mean, it would have had to been set in Atlanta though. It would have had to
Oh
been
yeah,
set in Atlanta. I don't
oh
see
yeah,
anywhere else that could have been taking place at. It would have had to
yeah,
been set in Atlanta, man. But you know, um, I kind of want verses to go back to that more intimate setting,
yeah,
where not like too much on the big stage, but just artists, sort of like DMX and Snoop Dogg, or Ghost and Ray, how they did their verses. I
mhm.
would love to see it in that setting again. You know what I mean? So, but nonetheless, it still was a good versus. You know what I mean? When I started watching it, I watched it all the way through for the most part. So definitely a good versus, man.
Before we go to the next topic, I kind of want to circle back around to the Grammy talk about Kendrick and everything. I had a question for you. Like he's been on this run. Since
Yeah.
the battle was a big deal, the album was a big deal, the tour was a big deal. He cleaned
Hmm.
up at the Grammys in 2025. He cleaned up 2026. Do you feel like this is like the end of that chapter and that we see a new Kendrick or have a new experience of Kendrick going forward? Or do you think he's gonna continue to run with this whole post Drake energy and Darling energy?
Um, I think no, I mean, I think he may start to get into other things. I mean, obviously with PG Lang, I think you may see more of that coming into play now as far as what they're really building and what they're trying to do. I also think he's trying to get into movies too. So that may be the next phase on what he's going into. Like I said, I don't know, but I think movies because there was rumors for like a minute, like years, where he's supposed to be hooking up with the creators of South Park to come out with a movie. Um, and I heard, well, I gotta go fact check it, but they try to say he's gonna be in a new Mario Brothers movie, animated movie. So, like I say, I think that's the next phase for him, man. I really hope before he like dedicates himself to that art form, they drop a surprise Black Hippie album. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if you want to like I'm not saying he's gonna leave music, but before he, like I say, dedicate himself to movies and other avenues, a surprise Black Hippie album will put an exclamation mark on what he's been doing recently over the past 2 years or so. That's how I feel. But yeah, man, I mean, hey, when you get the
But do
baton, you gotta run with it, bro. You gotta run with it, and he's been running with that motherfucking baton. He's been running with it, and more
I
power
think
to him, man.
this is it, man. I mean, damn,
You
you
want it
know
to
what I'm
be
saying?
it. You
I
want it
do.
to be.
I do. I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit. I don't like it, man.
You are.
I don't like when any artist gets like too much adulation, man. I mean, I love a lot of different artists, man, and I show them love and praise, but I just hate when it becomes so when it feels like really forced and manufactured and it's like on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Well, you know
happened
he.
before with like
Oh, go
Eminem.
ahead.
That's happened before with like Eminem, and he's won hella Grammys. And Kanye was kind of like a darling for a minute till he kind of rubbed people the wrong way. And it's been different artists, man. So seeing Kendrick in that light, it has been kind of weird for me. Um, Not hating, because I do wish him success and everything. It's been feeling really weird how everything he does is perfect and celebrated, and it really isn't to me. But I feel like after last night's Grammys, that chapter will probably be closed, and he'll go into another chapter because he's the type of artist that like to change and switch up. You know what I'm saying? He give you something different. So I feel like his next presentation may be in a different direction altogether. I don't know.
What I would like to know is why was he wearing that like hand wrap, like a boxing type of style hand wrap or whatever, man. That's what I would like to know on the Grammys.
Yeah, I don't know. At first I thought maybe it was like a shirt, a part of his shirt. Then I thought maybe he had an injury. He might have cut his
Yeah,
hand or something. I don't know.
yeah, man. So I don't know. I would love to understand what the meaning of that was. So hope
It might not have been no.
gotta be a meaning, bro. You don't just pull up in the Grammys with no damn boxing hand wrap on your damn hand. It gotta be something behind it.
It could have been a bandage though. Is what I'm saying. Like he might have had
Yeah,
a cut or a burn or something.
true, 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 true. But
Yeah,
yeah, man. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean? Like I say, he's successful in the next venture as he is in music. So
yeah. Shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out to Kendrick.
So this last topic, man, it's a little, it's a little messy, you know, but it's weird to me, man.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
weird to me.
so Jeffrey Epstein, creep, a freak, he had a lot of these negative things thrown on him for some of the activity that he was involved in. He's passed away, but there is like a big investigation. There was an investigation into some of these things that he's done and some of the ties that he has with other people.
Yeah,
And um, the public have been crying for the FBI to release the information and the documents that they have about Epstein. Recently, they released some. And as far as related to hip hop, we saw Jay-Z, Pusha T were mentioned, along with Harvey Weinstein. That's how it was presented in the story, the first story that I read. They presented those three guys. The shit was weird, and not weird because I'm thinking that Jay-Z or Pusha T did anything. We do know that Harvey Weinstein is one of them guys. Um, Having Jay and Push involved, it was just weird to me, man. My question is, why? You know what I'm saying? What is the connection with Jay and Push to this? When I read the article about it, I read an article today from Variety. It was saying that an anonymous caller contacted the FBI and mentioned some sexual abuse, and that she was often drugged during these episodes, but when she was awoke or coherent, she saw Jay-Z, she saw Harvey Weinstein, and she said, well, she or he, I'm not sure if it was a male or female. They said that Pusha T was their handler, meaning the person that kind of moves them and transports them to different places or to different people. Question marks all around, bruh. What does this have to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Is my number one question.
Honestly, bro, I didn't even read the article at first. Let me start off by saying this. I didn't even read the article at first because I'm like, it's super weird that it's happening at this moment. And then when I did a little bit of reading on it, this call happened in 2019.
Mm,
This call happened in 2019. And I looked on the DOJ website and they were saying, no, 3.5 million documents or what have been released as far as the Epstein files. You mean to tell me 3.5 million documents was released? And I
That's
want
ridiculous.
people to write out the number 3.5 million, like all the way, write out the 3, the 5, and the zeros behind it in the commas or whatever. That number, and you found 3 names.
Well, I will say it was a few other names that I saw in the Variety article. They mentioned the new mayor of New York. His mother was mentioned, and the person that's over the Olympics that's taking place in LA in 2028, his name was mentioned. But I'll let you finish and I'll come back to my point.
So the mayor of New York, the new mayor of New York,
His mom.
who, I mean, I don't know who he is, but from the clips or whatever, it seems like he's culturally aware, if you will, of hip hop and everything. He's mentioned, or his
His
mom is
mom.
mentioned. His
Mom.
mom is mentioned. Now, as far as the person that's over the Olympics for LA, don't know about them, don't even know their name. I haven't seen their name. They're mentioned along with Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Harvey Weinstein.
Now
Really?
they not mentioned together, but
No, they're
just
not
within, yeah, but just
in the
within all of
documents.
these
So
documents, yeah.
3.5 million documents, you found 5 names. Jay-Z, Pusha T, the mayor that's culturally aware, and the person that's over the Olympics in LA, and Harvey Weinstein. What's wrong with this picture? So you're gonna give us Harvey Weinstein, who's already been put aside due to his injustices or what have you.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it doesn't matter if you mention his name because we already knew about him. And he's already been punished from what my understanding of his crime. 3.5 million documents, and those are the only names you found? And it happens, you mentioned Pusha T name right before the Grammys. And I'm not trying to be a
Mhm.
conspiracy theorist or whatever. 3.5 million documents, and you can only come up with 5 names in this
Wait,
document. Nobody else in this document.
but check
Nobody
this
else
out.
in this document.
Check this out.
Come on, man.
Pusha T, Pusha T, and Jay Z. Now, if you follow the story of Let God Sort 'Em Out, we wouldn't have it if it wasn't for Jay Z and Rock Nation. They put the
Yeah.
juice in it to get it to the masses. So
You know?
my thing is, okay, here's my thing. And we've covered this type of stuff before, and it looked like we gonna have to cover it from time to time, man. Um, I hope that people that listen and that pay attention to these different situations just don't jump to judge. Don't go quick to uh say that these people have did anything. Because we don't know what none of this stuff really mean. My biggest question is, what is the connection to Epstein? They were not listed in none of his files and logs because he had logs for different travels and going to the islands and stuff. They not even listed in that. This is someone that anonymously called the FBI with a tip or a complaint. We don't know who the person is. We don't know none of that. And again, what is the connection with Epstein?
Dog. That's what I'm and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Cause like you said, they're not on the flight logs or any manifest or anything of that nature. Flight none of that. None of that. What does this have to do? And they was saying Jay-Z met Epstein in 1996. What happened in 1996? I believe that's when Jay-Z dropped his Reasonable Doubt out.
Yeah,
You mean to tell me he had that much pull from Jump where he had connections to Epstein?
yeah,
Really? And I was reading something. Now, this comes from what Sunday Guardian Live. Don't know how reputable they are, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Says understanding what Epstein files are and are not. The massive document dumps released by the Department of Justice include various types of material, from court filings and flight logs to hotline complaints and internal notes. Not all documents are of equal credibility. Intake reports are logs for record keeping and potential follow up, but they do not equate to formal accusations or official findings. Now, you know how the mass public will receive this when you mention Pusha T and Jay-Z with Epstein, with all the everything that's coming down upon the Epstein files. Everything that's coming down upon the Epstein files. Sometimes, bro, it doesn't matter if you're connected with Epstein in any way or anything. Sometimes just the mere mention of your name being connected to something in a negative light is enough. It's
yeah, yep,
because a lot of people are not going to look for proof. They're just going to run with it. You know what I mean? Whether it's bots, whether it's humans or whatever, enough traction is going to pick up steam, man. Enough traction, and you don't even need nowadays. You don't even need proof. All you need to do is say this person is connected with this, and there you go.
yep,
And if people already feel a way about you, they're going to push that narrative even further, just because they feel a way about it. And I'm not
yep,
saying I don't know these people from a
right,
hole in the wall. Don't know them at all, man. All I'm saying is, with everything that we know thus far, is damn sure fishy, bro. A call from 2019 surfaces 7 years later. Out of everything, the 3.5 million documents, this call from an anonymous person surfaces 7 years later.
yeah,
Not even no official document or proof of what you already have. you want to release a call that got nothing to do with nothing at this moment regarding Jay-Z and Pusha T.
Like I say, man, I think it's weird.
Like I say, I'm gonna look up to see who's over the Olympics for LA. I may even look up to see the mayor of New York, what his mom is into. I may even do that. But the mother person that's over the Olympics, Jay-Z, Pusha T, Harvey Weinstein.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, here, we're gonna give you this person, Harvey Weinstein, along with the rest of them. So it makes it look like it's not an unbiased, or we're not feeding any type of propaganda when we release it. No other names in these 3.5 million documents. And I keep saying 3.5 million because I really wanted to sink into your head. 3.5 million documents, and you only found 5 names worth mentioning. One of them is a person that's already been convicted of whatever he did. And let me say this, because this may get lost. We're not saying that the woman is wrong or whatever. I'm not here to judge. And an act of violence or an act of an abuse upon human beings, period, but especially women, is foul.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's foul. And whoever commits those crimes definitely need to be persecuted to the full extent of the law. What I'm saying is, these only 5 names in that document. You didn't have no other information, but you just want to go with some raw hotline or tip that you got from 2019. This pre-pandemic. This is before the world shut down. Before the world shut down.
Yeah.
And now you want to bring it to light over something that may not even be justifiable or may not even be credible. You want to bring it to light. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll play stupid. I'll play stupid. Okay.
Well, and one more thing I want to say too, to go along with, like you say, if a victim cries out, it ain't for us to determine whether the victim is telling the truth or not, and to say that they're not credible or whatever. We don't know.
Yep.
To go along with that, I want to say this, man. The world is wicked. And I know for sure that the entertainment industry is really wicked, man. And so some foul stuff do be happening. And some of the greats and our favorites
My heroes.
may have some involvement in some of these.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But as we always emphasize, man, until you get some undeniable, credible, foolproof information, then be cautious and take your time when you look into these things and listen to these types of situations, and don't jump to judgment on either side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wicked. It's a wicked. Like you say, it's a wicked world, man. It's a wicked world, and the lengths that people will go to put somebody just for anything is it's ridiculous to me. Like I say, I don't know what happened or who's wrong or right, but I just know this smells like some BS to me.
Mhm.
Receive it how you receive it. People out there receive it how y'all receive it. To me, it seems like some BS. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fan of these artists. I'm saying it, period. It seemed like some BS.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, before we wrap, I did mention this. I did mention this because the do you feel like if do you feel like if brother Aubrey Graham name was thrown into this, hip hop media and media in general, but especially hip hop media, would have had a different reaction to it?
I felt like it would have been put out there more simply because they already been putting stuff out there, normally alluding to Drake, um, messing with underage girls.
They put stuff out
That
about Jay too.
they put stuff out about Jay, but with Drake, it's been like put on a big on a jumbotron almost, where they constantly, especially during the heat of uh the battle or whatever, They've been putting that stuff out, and it's almost like every day somebody trying to find something new to report on it or whatever. And I feel like it definitely would have picked up full steam more so than Pusha T and Jay-Z simply because of who Drake is and what they already accusing him of, what have you. So it definitely would have felt like it would have been different and more amplified if it was on Drake. I definitely feel that way.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the stuff that has been alleged and thrown on Drake is fraudulent to begin with, though. And I feel like any opportunity to find something new, people running with it. And so, had his name been in that, or if in the future his name gets thrown into the pot with that, they gonna be on fire. And I don't think that they've been on fire for Jay Z and Pusha T. Uh, and they shouldn't be, but I feel like it's not a lot of equity and balance and objectivity when it comes to covering certain artists versus others. And I'll leave it at that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll leave it at that. You been listening to any new music or catching up with some old stuff?
I say I listen to the auditorium again. I've been playing a lot of my vinyl records that I got, man. You know, Lauren got some. I've been playing some. I've been posting them. You know what I've been listening to? The next one I'm listening to is Della Reese live. Yeah. Della Reese, oh yeah, she was a musician, bro. She was a singer.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to tap into that. There's this jazz musician, the Fly Door, I believe. They only been dropping singles, but been beautiful music, man. Beautiful music. Like I said, I'm gonna tap into that album by Spirit Box, I wanna say. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna tap into that Olivia Dean, man. I listened to
Fire.
my nephew was playing some of the Don Toliver when I was riding with him. That
I
Don
checked that out.
Toliver, some of the songs I heard it was pretty good, man. So I'm gonna try to finish that up. It's this brother by the name Av Boulevard or Avenue Boulevard and Grumpy, I want to say the name is. They released the album. I think they're from New York. They released the album, hip hop album. It's pretty good, man. It's decent. It's pretty good. I'm gonna send it to you. Let me know what you think of it. Um, I checked out that IDK mixtape.
How was it?
That was good, man. It was good. It was good. Um, and what else? Is there something else I've been listening to? I can't recall, man. I can't recall. But that's what I've been peeping thus far. I gotta check out Salt, I believe, with Cleo Soul and her husband. I gotta check out that because they released something recently. I wanna say they released something the same day as ASAP Rocky.
Yeah. I
But
heard it.
they got a project I wanna listen to, man. And I say I'm waiting on the code, man. I'm waiting to get the notification that my vinyl has been shipped. You
Did
know,
you get with Sam Henshaw yet?
hell no, it got sent back because of some custom fee. So
Oh,
I'm communicating with them through email or whatever to see what's going on.
so you
If I
still
can
ain't
get
heard
it,
it?
nah. If I
That
can't get it,
album is good, man.
I'm pretty. The three songs I heard was really good, man. So I can't wait to listen to it and vibe out to it, man. I'm just waiting on the vinyl. Oh, that's the first time I want to listen to the project because that let your hair down, it got me. So far, that may be my song of the year.
Yeah, it's
That
fire.
let your hair down is crazy. I love it. Also I pre-ordered Jill Scott by accident, but I'm gonna keep it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Scott.
Oh, what? For
This is
sure.
Jill. Yeah.
And then
I'll go
huh?
ahead.
This is artist by the name of True Foe. He's from the
Okay.
north side of Chicago, man. He's releasing street guys don't do brunch or street N-words don't do brunch. That's supposed to be releasing at the end of the month. He makes some very dope music, man. And battle rap, there's been diss tracks going around. You had Jay Mills going at DNA and Goods. They going back and forth. That was at the end of last year. Then you had Averb and Jay Mills going at it. You had Jack Boy Maine and Jay Mills. You had True Foe and Mickey Fax. Now you got Mickey Fax releasing the 7 day plague. It's supposed to be 7 days. He's dropping a diss track every day for 7 days going at Averb, who is a popular battle rapper from St. Louis. So I've been tuning into that, man. Um, and yeah, besides that, man, I can't think of anything new I've been listening to, man. I've been trying to search for like just different stuff to listen to, so but besides that, man,
I've
not too
been
much has
listening.
been up.
I mentioned that Olivia Dean. I listened to that for the first time today, and it's up there, man. It's up there. Um, it's a brother named Lord Jamonte Ogbon from Charlotte, North Carolina. He dropped his album called As of Now. Fire. Fire. I've been listening to that. Um, Game. The Game put out an album last year, and then he just put out like a deluxe to it with like 10 more songs. I listened to the whole thing. Game is on fire, bro.
Yeah, game is
Say
fine.
this
Cold
right
on the
now.
mic, bro.
I'ma say this right now. In 2026, top 3 rappers right now, like mainstream, well-known, Cole and Game are 2 of those 3. You can drop in whoever you wanna think the other person is, but the way Game is rapping right now, ain't nobody really rapping better than that, man, or on that level except J. Cole in the mainstream. Now we can take it
Yeah,
to the underground, we could take it to these other different pockets, but I'm saying as far as like well-known, more commercial artists, um, the Game is snapping, man. I slept on it last because it came out at the end of last year.
yeah,
Um, I didn't really give it a good listen, but I heard a few singles from the deluxe last week, and then I listened to the whole thing, and I was impressed, man. The Game is rapping.
yeah. Game always been rapping though, bro. He's always been rapping, bro. He's always been a very um high level rapper, bro. So
But a lot of the guys from Game's class, I can't really say if they are active right now, and if they are, I'm not really sure if they active on the level that he is with the quality of his rapping.
okay,
Yeah, he
okay.
if you get a chance, you ain't even don't even play the whole joint if you don't have the time, but play a few songs. He doing his thing, man. Game and J. Cole are 2 of the best doing it right now. And
Okay.
2 of the most hated.
Yeah, they already coming that game for the line I guess he had in his opening song regarding Kendrick or whatever. They already was going at him for that. So, but I am gonna check out some of the game, man. Um, I already know the album or the mixtape or whatever is probably like an hour and 30 minutes or something. So I'm gonna listen to it in pieces, pretty much. 'Cause I'm not about to sit up there and just
It's
listen to it all the way through like that.
it's good though.
Okay
It's
then, okay
definitely
then.
good. Yeah, yeah. You got any final words, man?
Man, as always, man, salute to everybody out there watching. Please let us know in the comments, know me what you like, what you don't like, what you feel like we can improve on. Um, it's just me and my bro. It's a two-man crew doing this between coming up with the topics, between editing, putting it out there, post and everything, man. So it's just us two out there. So just let us know what you think, what we could do better, what you like, what you don't like. Salute to Halo Payne, a dope artist out from Europe doing his thing. Salute to LYD Foundation. Please go check them out on Instagram. LYD as in David Foundation. Doing great things. Still keeping up with his half marathons for the year. So tap into that. Show some love and support. Go follow Equal Shared Parenting on Instagram as well. They're doing some beautiful things, helping out with the community and helping out with the community and things of that nature. But besides that, man, that's it for me. You got anything, bro?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Friday? No, you waiting though.
Yeah,
Are you gonna wait?
I'm excited. I'm excited. Uh,
Okay.
I believe they're gonna send out this vinyl soon, man. So I'm gonna try to wait. Hopefully, I
Okay.
get it like Friday or Thursday. But I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited. I want to hear. I'm anxious to hear, what he have on this album because a lot of people. I've been looking at different um pages or podcasts, if you will. Like I was looking at the Culture United by the company, man, and he had like Glasses Malone, along with some other people on there. He had Screwface Sheen, I believe his name is, Glasses
Yeah.
Malone, and some other people on there. Sorry, I don't know everybody's name, but they were speaking on J. Cole and how they felt about the Blizzard freestyle mixtape that he released. So he definitely, it's almost like he at in the stage now where damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I'm waiting to I'm waiting to hear what he got on this album. I believe it's gonna be a album of the year contender. So I'm definitely excited for it, man. I'm excited.
And you still down for reviewing it, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We gotta review that. So you know what? I'm gonna listen to it just because we're gonna do a review on it. So I'm gonna listen to it when it's released, you know. So
But
we
we
could
can
definitely.
wait like a week or so before we review it too, so we can live with it a few days, at least.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
'Cause I don't wanna
Yeah.
give a review, like, immediately, and
Yeah, yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying, live with it for about a week or so, and then be like, "Okay, this is where it's
Okay.
at." Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But besides that, man, well, before I give out, sign out, you got anything else?
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
salute to all of the, artists that were nominated,
Yeah.
that won, and that performed at the 2026 Grammys, and salute to, HitBoy, Mike Will,
Mike Will made it. Yeah.
credible producers, um, and Swizz and Timbo, man, for even still for putting that Versus thing together and still trying to give it some life now. Salute to them. And shit, salute to Jay and Push, man. Hopefully, you know, this dirty stuff that's out here is not founded and not real. Um, but you know, peace to hip hop.
And I'm waiting on that Stove God Cooks, man. That joint he just put out with Swiss Beats, fire, fire. So far, out of the three songs I heard, the first one, like I say, it was cool. The second one was fire. I hope he had that Marvin Gaye on this. That Marvin Gaye is fucking ridiculous, bro. But the joint he got with Swiss Beats right now,
Yeah.
fire. So I'm excited about the Stove God Cooks. And yeah, man, um, definitely always going to try to dig and try to find some new artists to listen to. So no matter what genre, like I say, I'm all over the place when it comes to music, man. If it's dope, it's dope, no matter what genre, what have you. So yeah, man. And salute to hip hop. Salute to hip hop, man. But
Yeah.
as always, man, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. God bless. Peace.
Peace.